Push them in, drive them out. What we got is a turns over, no start. Question is it fire or fuel? We're gonna do a compression test of the fire check in one shot. Brake cleaner, carb cleaner, don't matter as long as it's flammable. Give her a little shot. Will she bust off? That's the fuel issue. It's obviously fired, obviously got compression. Let's figure out why. We move pretty fast on this channel. T-Bone don't mess around. Welcome back to Raley's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. Pulling the hose off right here at the fuel pump. Come on. We're pulling it off. This is where the pump, between the pump and the carburetor. I want to know if ooh, that hose is dry right there. Now what we're looking for, if this is pumping fuel, we got a carburetor problem. If it's not pumping fuel, we work our way backwards. Simple as that. Normally when you pull this hose off, you're gonna see some gas dripping. Something ain't going on here. Now don't guess. I hate that when people guess. We need to know what the problem is. Not pumping any fuel. Okay, is it a bad fuel pump? Stopped up fuel filter? Let's diagnose it. Don't just replace stuff. Now, where the fuel line comes from the tank to the pump, I'm gonna pull this hose off of the fuel pump and let's look. Is there gonna be anything wet here? Or are we getting fuel? Bone dry. Okay, still could be a fuel pump. Might be a problem in the line. Unbelievable. I always preach careful visual inspection. I'm looking right at the problem and didn't see it. Too busy thinking about what I'm gonna say and filming. Some of y'all saw it before I did. I guess it's got fuel in the fuel tank. I'm gonna take the line here, stick it out. A lot of times, there we go, we're getting a little bit of gas. A lot of times, heck, it might be out of gas. I don't know. They brought it in for no start. You'd think there's gas in it. Let's find out. All right. Yep, it's got gas. All right, so this is after the fact. I talked to the customer. I found out some more information. I'm going to give you some more in a minute. I want to talk about inside this fuel tank. What we were just looking at, y'all were seeing in there how full this was inside the tank. Now you see this filler neck goes on down in there, what, that far or so? And what you don't want to do is fill this all the way to the top. What happens is it can cause the fuel cap not to vent properly. Normally I just let that hose hang down, but I wanted it up here, so I clamped it lightly so you guys can see. I got a trick to show you. Yep, that's my trick. What I'm gonna do is cup my hand over this and blow some pressure in the tank, and fuel ought to come squirting right out of there like crazy. Let's find out. If I can get my hand bent. So we're getting fuel. You ain't gonna believe what I just found. Careful visual inspection wins every single time, let me tell you. Woo! Check this out. Somebody been messing around. What do you see? Do you see what's wrong? I see the problem. Do you see it? Somebody's been messing with this. That is your pulse line. That's why it's got a P right there on the front. P is in pulse. There's your pulse hose off the valve cover. That is supposed to be right there. This hose is supposed to be right here from your tank. And then that's to your carburetor. Let's see if we got fuel right now. It might take it a second. Can you believe that? So this is like the rest of the story, like Paul Harvey or something. Anyway, I talked to the customer after I figured out what was going on, and I said, somebody changed the fuel lines. Well, come to find out, she has been overfilling this thing all the way to the dang top. Originally, the machine was, she would cut for just a few minutes, and I don't know how many minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. And the machine would just die, would not restart. Let it sit a little while, then it would crank back up. Well, she had left, and whatever, had her cousin's brother's uncle's son-in-law's daughter or something, I don't know, somebody else cutting the grass. And maybe they're the ones that went to fooling with it and swapped those lines around. That's what we think. But I think what was happening, she did tell me she was filling this all the way to the top, and what was happening, that gas is sloshing around, and then your breather in the cap can't breathe, which causes a vacuum inside the tank. That little fuel pump only does 5 to 7 PSI. So it doesn't take a whole lot to stop this thing from pumping fuel. Golly, somebody messing around with something. Didn't pay attention. You got to pay attention. Your pulse line is right there on the front with a P. Right beside it comes from the tank. And then the other one that sticks off to the side goes to the carburetor. On about 90% of machines. There are some that are different. Okay, I want to talk to y'all about this fuel pump a little bit and how it works. I'm going to give you a simple explanation as possible. There's a diaphragm in here, okay? And basically, this is your pulse line that goes to that valve cover. This is in from the fuel tank. This is out towards the carburetor. Now, if you look real close, there's a little arrow right there that points to the inside. You might can't see. All right, you see the little arrow is kind of pointing in, meaning the fuel goes in to, I know it's hard to see, guys. And then if you look right there is P for pulse. And then this one will have a little arrow pointing out, okay? I know it's hard to see, but anyway, that's the way it is. Generally, your pulse and your intake from the tank is on the same side, and this goes out. But the way this fuel pump works, real simple. There's a diaphragm in here, is what it's doing. And as it comes up, it sucks gas into this chamber. When it goes down, it pushes it out. And there's a little valve in here, only lets fuel in. There's a valve in here, only lets fuel out. Now this may be copper looking, silver looking, whatever. That's the little breather thing, so that the diaphragm has got an air pocket in there and go, and then this goes behind that diaphragm, but the diaphragm needs a breather on this side. Let's see if this is gonna run. Now it's gonna take a minute for it to fill up the fuel bowl, okay? And I got the door shut and air conditioning on, so I ain't gonna let it run long. Pumping fuel, pumping fuel. All right, here we go. Here we go. Boy, I'm about to tell you what, I thought we was gonna have a longer video than this. Golly. Hope this video helps somebody out. Pay attention when you take these things off. I had already gone and got another fuel pump, was ready to show you guys about that. But right on that front, like I showed you, there's a P for pulse. And it's got a little teeny arrow pointing in and one pointing out, a little triangle looking Hitchimo. It's pretty simple, but careful visual inspection. Wins the day every day. Thanks for tuning in to Raley Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. Woo!